The Supreme Court's decision on whether Finance Minister P. Chidambaram will be subjected to a probe in the 2G spectrum case comes as a major relief to the Finance Minister, as the Apex Court has dismissed Subramanian Swamy's plea seeking to make the then Finance Minister a co-accused in the 2G case. The court dismissed the plea, saying that there is no evidence against P. Chidambaram and a mere meeting between A. Raja and Chidambaram cannot be treated as sufficient evidence.
I'm doing a national duty, and my national duty, I filed a case in the Supreme Court that the trial court is giving me only 50% of what I have asked for. I said that Chidambaram and Raja together decided the allocation of licenses, and that has been upheld by the trial court. But I said that therefore he should also be made a co-accused because he caused national loss, which will attract section 13 bracket 1 bracket D part 3 of the Prevention Corruption Act. That part he did not agree, and he wrongly said, the trial court judge, that I had not proved criminal intent. I went to the Supreme Court to say that I don't need to prove criminal intent as far as this particular section is concerned. Part 1, Part 2 of the same section requires criminal intent. Now, when I heard the judgment, I found the judgment is only talking about the criminal, the conspiracy and the criminal intent. I never argued this matter, and the court also did not give me full opportunity to argue. They stopped me in the middle. I thought they were convinced. And then I said, what about the citation? They said, give it to me in writing. So I am going to go in a review petition saying, please address the problem after reading the full judgment. Maybe they would address this thing in the full judgment.
Mr. Chidambaram, today we saw the demand for the Prime Minister's resignation has come from the BJP. You have also been under attack by the BJP today. Of course, the Supreme Court has dismissed that petition. Would you like to respond to that, and you still stand by your statement, as you said, Father, forgive them for they do not what they do on the floor of the House? Do you want to say that, or what exactly is your response to the Supreme Court verdict?
I have never commented on any of the proceedings that were pending in one court or another, and I do not intend to break that tradition, and I have no desire to comment on that. But I'm sure that nothing that was decided today has anything to do with coal, so we will confine this media briefing to coal.
The government, meanwhile, has welcomed the judgment, stating that their stand has been vindicated.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जो भी निर्णय होता है, फैसला होता है, उसका हम लोग सम्मान करते हैं, स्वागत करते हैं। हमें इससे अवश्य ही पूर्ण संतुष्टि प्राप्त हुई है कि एक बहुत विद्वान और एक बहुत सशक्त हमारे साथी को सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये राहत दी है, और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो प्रयास किए जा रहे थे उनको नकारा है। मैंने अभी जजमेंट सुप्रीम कोर्ट का पढ़ा भी नहीं है, 2 बजे वो लोड होगा, तब पढ़ने का एक अवसर मुझे मिलेगा। लेकिन जो भी निर्णय है, मैं समझता हूं उसके संकेत बड़े स्पष्ट हैं। लोगों को अपनी बात कहने का अधिकार है, कोर्ट के सामने लोग अपनी बात कहते हैं, लेकिन जब कोर्ट उसे अस्वीकार कर देता है तो मैं समझता हूं बात को वहां समाप्त कर देना चाहिए।
It only endorses and underscores the points which we've been making since 2008, that there is no case which is made out against the finance minister. There is no culpability from a legal, criminal or even a constitutional standpoint. And I think it is high time that the Bharatiya Janata Party revisits its position even in the Joint Parliamentary Committee. Day before yesterday you saw the unseemly spectacle of BJP leaders walking out of the JPC demanding that the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister be summoned. It is very obvious that if there would have been a case, repeated petitions which have been filed in various courts of law would have succeeded. The fact that it has turned out otherwise, I think also should be a cause for the BJP to very seriously introspect and to really think through the consequences of holding up Parliament repeatedly because it serves their ulterior political motives.
This is in the context of the Supreme Court dismissing the petition against Chidambaram. Do you think it was unfair the way he was targeted by the opposition?
Absolutely unfair, unwarranted, And it reflects how they don't have any faith in the democratic institution and also persons representing those democratic institutions.
Let's go across to Ridhamanand Bharadwaj, who's been tracking the developments in the Supreme Court very closely. Ridham, first up, on what basis did the Apex Court reject Subramanian Swamy's plea?
Today's verdict by the Supreme Court is going to be seen as massive relief for the government and the Finance Minister P. Chidambaram. The top court of the country today very clearly, consistently and categorically has stated there is no mala fide, no illegality or criminal conspiracy